Do you know that the first romanceable gay character in the Fire Emblem franchise was heavily censored in the game's English localization? Fire Emblem Fates is bar none the most controversial game in the Fire Emblem franchise and in Nintendo's modern canon. Yes, more controversial than Edelgard Discourse, in my opinion. Hashtag 80 did nothing wrong. When the Japanese version of the game was released in 2015, it was instantly hit with controversy after controversy. Accusations of paywalling story content, terrible writing, quote-unquote incense, VAs being attacked, homophobia over same-sex marriage options, and oh, the conversion therapy debacle. Things just kept piling up for this game. However, this all came to a head when the game's English version finally came out in February 2016. And people realized that the localization heavily changed several characters and removed whole chunks of gameplay. And the character that was probably the most screwed over in this localization was Niles/Zero, the franchise's first ever same-sex marriage candidate, who had a male avatar exclusive marriage support and coming out scene that was removed from the game's English release.
Do you have any idea what you're getting into?
I sure hope not.
温かい。これが愛情か。俺の中がお前でいっぱいになるのを感じる。俺はいつの間にこんなにお前を好きになっていたんだろうな。
At the time, many people speculated that this scene was removed from the game due to Zero's controversial nature, in fear of him being seen as a depraved bisexual stereotype. Don't get me wrong here, Zero was a lot. He was a giant edgelord, whose dialogue was 90% crass humor and terrible jokes. So toning him down a little, understandable. Moving his entire backstory where he opens up to Corrin about his abuse and trafficking as a child, and downplaying his queerness in an effort to make the game more palatable for consumers, not so much. It becomes a whole Streisand effect sort of thing. In an effort to avoid accusations of homophobia and controversy, they downplayed all the things they were worried about and were accidentally homophobic and created a whole entire new controversy. Talk about shooting yourself in the foot.